This is Captain Doug Stanford with Texas Fish Tips, your weekly fish report. I'm going to start out over at Ingleside. I've had several people wanting to know where to catch a bunch of sand trout. Over here by Ingleside, the Navy base, over in that 30 foot of water, if you go around this corner in this area, there's lots of sandies down in there with shrimp. Also catch them with Berkeley Gulp on the very bottom. Also, if you go around by the Navy base on the west side of the big pier in that 30 foot of water right next to concrete, there's lots of them. There's some black drum and there's some sheep's head up there too. Moving on down the intercoastal waterway down this way, we're still catching reds and trout early in the morning. Afternoon, they're moving out on these flats. And if you'll catch them as they're going through these little cuts down through here with cut mullet, cut fin fish. Another good thing has been pumpkin seed, chartreuse tail, or some of your darker colors like morning glory. We're still catching some reds in South Bay, those little cuts over here. Cut mullet seems to be the best thing, even frozen mullet. We call them popsicles. Just put them on a hook, chunk them out there. Another good place is this little point right here, these oyster reefs. Go out here wade fishing. We've been catching some really nice trout on top waters early in the morning. Catching them all day out there, just scattered, but they're moving in and out of there. If you want some black drum, they're coming down this sailboat channel right here, all the way down this way, all the way down this way. You can fish from them for the bank. You do not have to have a boat. Get you some shrimp. There's a bait house right over here that has plenty of it. You can get all the bait you need. Come right over here and fish off this bank. And then also we're catching a few trout in the backside by these little wells back here. And we're catching some reds and some black drum. Most of the reds are short, but there's going to be some good ones in there too. Over here in Corpus Christi Bayou, we're catching some black drum. There's been several schools moving in and around there. You just have to move your trolling motor around and find them. They're hitting on shrimp, Berkeley Gulp. A lot of times if they have a live shrimp, we'll stomp on it when it's on the hook and smash it, and it makes them want to bite it more for some reason. If you want to catch some reds, we've been drifting through this little Y through here with the gold spoon when the water's up. And drift through here or through California. Oh, there's some reds, but there's also some trout. There's a lot of trout, but the most of them are small. There is some keepers in there. And we're drifting through Redfish Bay and Estes Flats. Early in the morning, we're catching some reds all down through this intercoastal waterway, all the way down through here. These little cuts, all the way down through here is where we're setting up. We'll catch one or two reds, we'll move on, go to the next. We're in Blind Pass. We're catching some black drum. There's some reds mixed in. There's also over here in these little cuts, and back in this little island here, there's some reds in the afternoon back in there. Over here at Copano Bay, on Lap Reef, we're still catching some trout off there. A few reds actually in there with topwaters, and some sheep's head on shrimp. Another good spot is these reefs out here at Copano Bay. We've been catching some really nice trout out there. You'll see the boats. You'll see several of them all out down through here. Really nice trout. Congratulations to Steve Cozart, who's our tackle t-shirt winner this week. And don't forget to register for the Power Pole giveaway, brought to you by Texas Fishing Tips and Gulf Coast Marine. Thanks for watching. I'm Captain Doug Stanford.